Alright. Hello everyone, my name is Patrick, I am the manga reviewer, and today it's Manhwa Wednesdays, where we read all the new updated chapters. They usually come out Monday and Tuesday, and then so Wednesday is the perfect day where most of the hot ones all come out already, and then they're getting ready for the weekend updates. So let's just get it started right here. Alright. So let's just see what is up. The first update, let's see on the priority list. Chronicles. I haven't read that in a while, actually. Damn, I am not been updating because I'm just trying to only read a manga when I'm streaming. So, Return of the Manhwa Sect. Alright, let's just get this started. Return of the Manhwa Sect, chapter 166, came out yesterday. I'm not leaving without a profit, so he just beat up that giant serpent thing. The Imperial Grandma isn't the problem here. After making you suffer this much, it's only polite to hand over your core essence. If you don't give it, I'll take it. Even the Tao scripture says that this is how it works. What? What kind of nonsense is that? You think I can't see you just because you're hiding in the dark? I can see everything, you snake soup. Huh? Something's coming. A water bomb! Boo! Is it trying to push me out of the water without fighting? You're pretty smart for a snake, but you still have a smooth brain. Oh, there you go, you bastard. Oh. Oh my goodness. I never let you go. No matter how much of a snake uses his head, its brain still remains smooth. Hand over your core essence. My breath. I can't drag this out any longer. I have to finish it here. You are strong. If you're reborn, don't mess with humans and live quietly in the next... Dude, I didn't mess with humans. You're the one that's trying to mess with him. He's just chilling in his pond, bro. You don't want to... What the hell? Pull them out. Pull them out. Just... Fucking Chum Young, such a dick. Oh, that's crazy. Fucking... Pull them out. Pull them out. Just pull out everything that looks similar. Don't just pull them out. Dig them out of the soil. With the soil. Hey, not like that. Dig out the whole surrounding area. Is this all? Yes, we've gathered them all. Not a single root left. Good, let's go. Wow, they're just not even leaving even one so that like can grow back. That's crazy. Before the ink scale thing or whatever comes back, a wall? Oh, give that to me. The sack containing the divine spirit. Give it here. Why is he suddenly asking for the Imperial ground after staying quiet all the time? Could it be? Do you not intend to give it? Well, I see. You're all down on me right now. If this man has other intentions, it would be impossible for us alone to protect the Imperial Grandma. No, it might even be impossible to protect our lives. Pathetic fools, you're already that nervous? If I had such intentions, do you think that taking just one of those would be a challenge? I have no intention of stealing or harming you, so hand it over. I'm sorry, it's just that these plants are very important to us. I understand. Master Palace, may I ask what you're doing? The reason you came here personally was to obtain this divine spirit herb. Yes, as I mentioned, this is correct. Is this small amount really enough? Oh, it might not be enough. In fact, the more the better, and the best result would be to secure a continuous supply for the future. Yeah, exactly. Like, these guys are crazy. If you pull out all the divine spirit herb here, no one knows where and when it might grow wild again. It would be better to plant them in a similar environment so they can grow steadily. That is certainly true. This power is not part of the sanctuary because it lives outside its boundaries. We couldn't touch it before because of the ink-scaled blood python, but now that we've driven it away, you can secure the divine spirit herb and send it to the Manhwa Sect if you just contact us. Wouldn't that be more convenient for you as well? He's going that far for us? Greed is what ruins everything. Living in harmony with nature is no different from realizing the wisdom of that, taking only what is needed now and leaving the rest. I have learned a great lesson, Palace Master. Huh, a lesson? Oh, I thought I was going to suffocate to death. What about the core essence? There wasn't one. Damn it, all that hard work for nothing. That large enchanted beast didn't have a core essence? How is that possible? Did you pull them all out? Only half. We left the rest of the planet here. That's fine then. We're done here, let's go. Are you really not going to look after the core essence after all that effort to catch it? I told you didn't. There was no core essence, nothing. He probably didn't. He probably couldn't fight it, kill it. But if I was like that, there's no way he didn't have one. I don't know. Maybe that snake pulled it out and hid it somewhere. Why are you so angry? Go, hurry! I don't even want to look at this place anymore. Why are you in such a rush to leave? Baekshun, you can live here if you want, but I'm going back to Manhwa. Seriously. Go quickly. Shoo. Fine, let's go. Everyone headed back to the Beast Palace, came along the path they came. Since our original goal was the Imperial Grotmo, there wasn't much lingering regret for the core essence. In any case, the mission and the Divine Reservoir was complete. It's alive? Why? He chased it as if he was going to kill it. Oh, a little baby, snakeless. Okay, so he's being... Esau, are you coming? I am. Grow well. Grow well and don't harm people. Okay. Okay, honestly, great chapter. Very nice resolution. And it's getting near the end of the arc, so I'm kind of excited to see what is coming next for Return Manhwa Sec. Because like now they're probably gonna go back from Hunan, so it's kind of before they go up to the next adventures. All right. Infinite Mage. Let's go Infinite Mage. Immortal's Way of Life, Nebula Civilization, and the Fabulous Diplomacy. Let's read these ones first. Okay, Infinite Mage, Chapter 172. Faced with the sweet fruit of eternal life, these cowardly humans have long turned a blind eye to the essence of humanity. For hundreds of thousands of years at that, the inertia cannot be easily stopped. Do not dare call it death the person didn't want a sacrifice. Peace that is maintained only through sacrifices is not true peace. Snap out of it. Do you guys not want to live forever? Believers, doubters. Damn it. If it wasn't for this weird power, I would have... Mom, which side is right? Is this really what happiness is? Even if you gain eternal life and have everything, what's the point if you live in a world without the people we love? I don't want this. I'd rather be with my mom. One girl's words were like a passing breeze. That breeze could not blow all the leaves off a tree, but it shook them all in the same direction. It was only for a moment, but the people's hearts were aligned. Ugh! This can't be. Price of usurpation. My authority. Now's our chance. Oh, live. We survived. The one ritual's over, and today, no one died. So I come to this. Is this an unstoppable flow? Heavens will change starting today. This era. Where will it lead? Stop it. The fight is over. If you're going to attack an opponent who can't fight like a coward, it's fine, Uafi. I would like to have a conversation with this boy. Child from the world below, why did you save the life of someone unrelated to your world? What benefits did that bring you? Someone was dying right in front of my eyes. Why would it matter if it benefited? Even if everyone needed that death, even if everyone wants it, if there's a way to save that person, if that person wants to be saved, I will save them. You are indeed similar, Adrias Mio. Extreme good. No, you're different. She is a being who valued the whole. If a sacrifice was needed for the whole, she accepted it. This boy is different. He doesn't weigh efficiency when doing what he believes is right. You seem similar, yet completely different. Leave this place. You do not know how the law operates. You only stopped a very small thing today. Not even I can predict what changes this will bring. So disappear from our world at once. Wait, we need to go to the seventh heaven of Arboroth. What's going on over there? That's the direction of the second heaven, Rakia. Whoosh. Bam! God smites. Ooh. The fallen angel Ikasa. Why is the angel of hatred who was banished to the second heaven here? Have the laws already started to twist? I am the Lord here, Angeli Kasa. While casually looking down upon the Sacred One ritual, I noticed a disturbance and descended. Okay, pretty interesting. Pretty nice, pretty interesting design for the angel. I quite like it. Alright, Immortal's Way of Life, Chapter 16. This is... Honestly, I think this one could be one of the peak manhwas. Though it's still early, it's great pacing and very interesting settings. And unlike like the one I read yesterday, it takes its time to develop. It makes you wonder about the world of the story. The crown princess will be having her wedding soon. A royal wedding. Did they mention who the groom is? The Marquis of Kel's eldest son. Since the civil war only recently ended, they must have decided it's more stable to bring in a son-in-law from within the country rather than someone from the outside. That makes sense. Just 5 years ago, the Osner Kingdom was in the midst of the civil war. That war started with the death of the crown prince. To seize the right to the throne, a bloodbath among the siblings who share the same blood. And the conflict spread across the entire region, becoming a massive war involving all the people of Osnover. Near the end of the 32-year civil war, there was one man who stood at the very front, hiring mercenaries from neighboring countries and forcing countless families to the knees by force. Just as the war was about to come to an end, he suddenly invaded this Martian, and the result was death. Thus, the crown passed to the Helderson clan, the masters of the Martian. Does that mean His Majesty Richard is from the Hilderson clan? That's right. Richard is my adopted son. It's amazing you managed to live so peacefully in such a remote place. So are you going to the wedding? The crown princess is your granddaughter after all. I suppose I'll have to. It seems Richard is dealing with something troublesome. Something troublesome? He didn't state it clearly in the letter, but it seems that there's a problem he can't solve with his own power. That makes sense, considering I didn't even attend his coronation. There must be a reason he called for me this time. Are you sure he just wanted to see his father's face? So about that, would you like to come with me? Me? To a royal wedding? Are you being serious? I am always serious. Compared to the journey to the Ice Peninsula, it would be like taking a nice vacation. You've successfully reorganized the parish, and we've finished all the major rituals, haven't we? The Ice Peninsula wasn't too far out of my jurisdiction. Going beyond that would be abandoning my duties. As a priestess, I have a duty to protect my post. What is this? Huh? Wait a minute, this is the Holy Church's seal? It's a permission from the Pope to temporarily leave your post. The will of Ulrich of Dismartian, Lord of Dismartian, is my will. So Priestess Roberta shall fulfill all his requests without delay. This isn't just permission, it's a direct mandate from His Holiness. When did you even get this? Marcelo and I occasionally exchange letters. To speak of the Pope like he's your next door neighbor. I mean, for him, the Pope is basically just a child, right? Like, immortal way of life. We leave tomorrow. If you have any business, finish it by today. I just can't handle this man. So you're leaving after all? Well, I suppose so. You have stayed by my side for such a long time, so you must have vaguely felt that time would eventually come. What is there to fear? I've taught you everything you need. You're more suited to rule over this Martian than anyone else. Even so, I cannot fill your empty seat. How could anyone dare to replace someone of your magnitude? Do not worry. I believe you do better than anyone else. Because it's you, I can leave with peace of mind. Would you have not left if I had been inadequate instead? If that was the case, someone else would have been in your place. If you have made up your mind to leave, I have one request. Tell me, even if it's just for this journey, would you take Fritz with you? As you know, the House of Mayor teaches that serving you is our life's duty. Normally, he would have naturally followed in my footsteps, but if the master here is meant to serve leaves, it'll be very confusing for the child. Oh, it brings back memories. Hildy was like that too. She inherited the title at a very young age, and the relatives around her were desperate to steal that little child's power. All right, let's go together. The next day, we set off our long journey. Sire, when I first came here, the snow was piled up as high as my head. I only intended to stay for a very short while. We shall go. So it's nice to the capital, Eiselberg. So this is basically the start of the call to adventure, I guess, would be the term that I use in storytelling. So basically the first 15, 16 chapters was basically was the introduction to this world and to the main character himself. Honestly, stellar. Chapter 1 to 16 is a perfect introduction to the story and makes me excited to read what's upcoming. Immortals: The Lay of Light, chapter 16, and itself, fucking A+. Alright, next manga is The Nebulous Civilization. Actually, let me change this a little bit, sorry. Position, pan Y? No. One and one. Okay, that's a little bit better. And two. Alright, here I am. Alright, excellent. Okay, chapter 133 of The Nebulous Civilization. This one's very interesting concept, so I quite enjoyed this manhwa. Stab. Killing the wyvern. Phew! We've barely defeated them, but the state of our spiral wings is not good. We're still too far from the castle walls. Now what? So they're trying to invade the home of a dragon. It's kind of ballsy to do this with such a small force. Jump! Mage! I don't think I'll be able to handle my weight. It doesn't matter, just trust me and jump. Shit, there's no other way. Here I come. Surge! So magic. Okay. Now jump. That was close. But what was just that now? Did you do something to the spiral wings? Obviously, I set something up with magic. I learned magic to satisfy the regret of my people. From that moment I saw a machine that could fly, I was testing all sort of things. Haha, I understand now. Find them! You bastards! Where are you hiding? Have we all gathered? It seems they knew we were coming, so we need a new plan. There'll be 3 groups. The first group will move to the control room. The second and third groups will cause a commotion and distract them. You can fight, but try and play it safe. You can start fires and take high-ranking Rakshas as hostages to buy time. Your plan has 3 groups, but now we only currently have 2 groups. We'll have to divide people up again. There's no need. The first group will be me alone. But, Captain, that's too dangerous. They'll have precautions in the control room, so it'll be better for one person to quietly intrude. No further discussions is necessary. We are moving. I have no clue what you're thinking, but I'll come with you. Your subordinates won't be helpful just because I'm not there. Fascinating. The castle is moving as one whole, but above, there's no shaking at all. The legs attached to the castle must be smarter than we thought. It's not just resolved by magic? I believe there's something more complicated technology than that. That way, the intruders! It's a fire! Bring some people! We came this far well. But I think that ends here. Around 20, it's wide open, so we can't exactly hide and approach. I have perfect magic to use right now. No magic. It'll take too long to prepare. But I feel uncomfortable using magic so close to that dragon. There are more old tales that magic belongs to the evil god and dragons. I don't know if the dragon would sense magic, but then we have no method to deal with them. Well, let's just think simply. Are you a good actor? Finally, I can live. I want to surrender. I've never seen your species before. Are you one of the bastards who flew here with something in the sky? But why are you surrendering? Well, as you can see, I sprained my ankle while escaping with my group. Wait, escaping? He's doing like a stealth assassin mission. Our plan was doomed from the start. Our commander died and I don't know what'll happen. Ooh, that's a headshot straight. The plan failed, and since there's no way to go down from there, I'm surrendering. I don't know what species you are, but it must be a lowly species that's only big in size. Are you not ashamed? Judging the worth of a species because of appearances, it must be because of your vision to deprave. What emotion should I feel at that depravity? To me, you look like an insect that's on the verge of death. You bastard! Captain, behind! Let go, I need to rip that bird head's beak off. Captain! Dude, like an insect? Are you blaspheming divinity? Night Sky was originally the insect god. Can't you let that go? You don't need to be that strict to a new believer. Anyways, there are 10 left. You should have done better. Say that after we've survived. Basically just a stealth mission. Like from any video games. Like, what's it called? Hitman or... I think it was Drake. Uncharted. That one reminds me of that. Alright. So this is chapter 204 of The Heavenly Demon Can't Live a Normal Life. People become desperate when they are pushed to the edge of a cliff. The rebel army of Hernard, the rioting citizens, the Dimitri allied forces to the north, the Kingdom Alliance to the western front, and finally the traitors within Valhalla. The board is set and the preparations are complete. Valhalla has already been pushed to the brink. No matter what happens, no one will ultimately benefit will be the one who will ultimately benefit will be Dimitri. However, if Kronos makes a move, the situation changes, because that is the only variable that can save Valhalla. A few days later, following Roman's orders, a single individual arrived in the Kronos Empire. Oh, God, this is why long-distance warps are so exhausting. Count Fabius. Man, these bastards have some vicious glares. Lord Fabius, we shall escort you. I heard the rumors that the Kronos Emperor is currently resting, so please give me to whoever holds authority to make decisions. And I'll warn you right now, if you bring me some low-ranking rankings, I will turn back without hesitation. So basically now is a kind of a war between Kronos, the main empire of the world, versus Dimitri, the main character's little kingdom. And they're taking over another, I guess, kingdom as well, Valhalla, which is kind of like one of the biggest forces in this world. Aren't you seeing each other a bit too often? Retainers who receive the world's trust like us never seem to have any time to rest. Please get straight to the point. Well, if you insist. We recently received intel that the Kronos Empire is gathering troops at the Cairo border. The official reason is training, but making such a move now, right when a conflict has broken out between Dimitri and Valhalla. My lord is very displeased. Oh, I don't believe this is a matter for Dimitri to interfere in. Oh, yes, I suppose I would think so. But if you say this has nothing to do with our ceasefire, then I have nothing more to add. Even if you haven't made any special deals with Valhalla. Diplomatically speaking, it could still be grounds for holding you accountable. Count Fabius. If we truly intended to attack Dimitri, then we wouldn't have just stood by and watched until now. Isn't the Dimitri a nation that should that shouldn't be making such a fuss over this anymore. You really know how to make a seasoned professional lose their composure. Dimitri and Kronos are currently in a ceasefire. The war isn't over, it's merely paused for now. Let me ask you this. Isn't Kronos just buying time right now? Looking at your attitude toward the situation, it seems there's an unavoidable reason for it. Don't you agree? So you should read the room and act accordingly. Whatever your intentions are, the moment Kronos makes a move, Dimitri will not sit idly by. Haha. You truly live up to your reputation. The sly raccoon's tongue is quite sharp. Kronos intends to maintain a ceasefire moving forward. We will also refrain from any movements at the borders as much as possible. If you wish, we can even adjust the number of our troops. However, Count Fabius, you're currently standing in the lion's den. Are you not afraid? For someone who's only known as the sly raccoon of Kairos, you never were the type to have such a strong spirit of sacrifice. I absolutely despise meaningless sacrifices. Only foolish bastards throw their lives away for sacrifice. Yet the reason I am going to such length is because the fact that I, Fabius, am an absolutely indispensable figure to Dimitri is something Lord Roman is well aware of. Thank you for the tea. So he's saying basically if he gets killed, all out war will begin immediately. A few days later, in the Valhalla secret chamber. What happened to Kronos? The Kronos Empire has stated that they will not interfere in this matter. They probably intend to stand by and reap the benefits. Damn it. Our leadership has been cornered. The Emperor is hiding his true intentions. And regardless of the war's outcome, we will ultimately be the ones who bear the damages. If we keep getting dragged into this unreasonable military draft, it's obvious that our families will eventually be uprooted entirely. Then there's only one option left. What should we do? Explain in detail. Ultimately, whether it's the rebel army or the emperor, this is a war that will only end with one side is completely annihilated. Amidst the coming changes, the way to survive and retain our power is for us to lead the rebellion ourselves. Dawn of D-Day. Everything's under control without any issues so far, as it should be. That's exactly why I placed you in that position, Captain of the Guard. We have already bribed the majority of the Imperial Palace. Emperor of the Valhalla, regret your overconfidence. We shall now attack the Valhalla Imperial Palace. Damn fools. Alright, not bad. Kind of more of a good chapter to give us like a little overview of what's actually happening. So yeah, I appreciate that. What is next? Wandering Night Survival. That one's actually quite good. The Shepherd Wizard is really good. These are like so Absolute Regression. I think I just haven't read that, but I kind of want to read that for sure. The tutorial's too hard. Sure. I don't think I've been reading Dutum's Legendary Prodigy. What a Bountiful Harvest. Yes. Overgeared? Yes, I'll read Overgeared. I'm gonna annihilate this land. I don't think I'm caught up to that. Ooh, Margaret's Worthless Mage. That's a new manhwa I can read. A Genius Martial Arts Trainer. I think I'm down a chapter of this one. I'm actually really excited for Wanting Warrior Wudang as well. I haven't read the new season, so I'll probably reread that on stream. Absolute Sword Sense? Oh yeah, it's been a while. Absolute Sword Sense. Emperor of Solo Play? Sure? I don't think I read... I think I'm 2 weeks behind. Reborn as the Heavenly Demon. I think I'm 2 chapters behind too as well. Oh, this one is good though. I think I'm really behind on this one, so I'll read that from a few chapters behind. Oh, The Ultimate Shut-In is great. I think this one I'm 2 chapters behind too. And this one as well.